Good morning, everyone. I think, but you get my emails. But for those who don't know me, my name is Helena Nat. I'm the executive director for the Greater New York Chamber of Commerce. You know what? There is the idea behind the Greater New York Chamber. I call it the mantra, just the theme, the recurring tagline for the Greater New York Chamber is: "We are here to help you grow your business." And as much information that we can put into your hands, the better off your business is. You'll hire more people, you'll grow the economy, you give back to your community. So like I said, as much information that we can provide for your business, the better off you are. And we are here to help you grow your business. And that is this morning: Small Business Innovation Research, SBIR, Small Business Technology Transfer, STTR. Manly Lynn, she's the Economic Development Specialist. She is, my angel. And we love our partnership with the SBA. She is amazing because she provides this information. We are so blessed to have this agency, the U.S. Small Business Administration, to provide this information, because a lot of times there's a lot of information that doesn't get trickled down. And that's the idea behind this. So I'm going to turn it over to Manly. Put your questions in the chat. This is being recorded. You'll get a copy of the PowerPoint presentation if you email me the request. And like I said, it is being recorded. It will be on Chamber TV. We will do Q&A afterwards because there's a lot of information. So put your questions in the chat and we'll take care of it. We have a hard stop at 11 a.m. Manly, I'm turning it over to you. Thank you again for your time. Thank you for, putting this information. Like I said, it's got to trickle down to the businesses. And that's what you're doing. And we so appreciate what you do and your time. So thank you.
Thank you, Helena, Greater New York Chamber of Commerce. Good morning, everyone. I'm going to talk about the SBIR and STTR for you to get funding if you have if you can solve a problem for agencies. So first, I want to share with you, if you need one-on-one counseling assistance, you can go to our website, Local Assistance. You enter your zip code, and we'll show you all the centers that can help you. Those 4 in red color, they are our funded resource partner. So please make appointment with the business advisor. They're familiar with SBA's information, so they can help you, especially if you need funding. So before I start my presentation, I just want to answer some questions, because I know many times, I went to those events. That's what they want to ask. The first one: are startups appropriate for SBIR and STTR? The answer is yes, definitely. Okay. Even a lot of college professors, when they see a project that they are interested in, they can just register as a business and then apply for this, because only small business can apply. But you don't have to be the scientist or researcher. I will go to the detail later. So if your business start because you have a vision, you have a goal that, especially for some technologies or new ideas, this is for you. And the second one: what are the chances of winning a phase 1 award? Later, I will explain the 3 phases of those 2 programs. But depends. When after you see the presentation, you will understand. The third one: does SBIR, STTR support non-US companies or work, that is performed abroad? The answer is no. Okay, so I will go to the detail later. The number 4: does these 2 programs accept the unsolicited proposals? Means, if you already invented something, this is not for you. Or, you have a good idea, you just need funding, this is not for you. Because SBA, we coordinate with 11 federal government agencies. So we have to see what kind of projects they need you to help. Okay, so have to be the, those solicitations proposal. We will go to the detail. How do the agencies address confidentially during, those information during the review process? That each agency or each project will be different. You will sign agreement with them. We will go to the detail later. Can a university apply for this award? Not the university, but I know many professors actually, they can register as a small business and then they can get this award. What is a small business? To get funding from SBA, the first requirement is you have to be a small business. So the definition of small business, generally speaking, if you are a manufacturing business, is if you have fewer than 500 employees, you are a small business. But if you're a non-manufacturing business, then depends on your annual income. Generally speaking, is less than $7.5 million annual income, but depends on the different industry, depends on your next code. So please go to the information here according to your next code. So they have the maximum amount of. So for example, like a construction company can go up to $34.4 million and still is a small business. Okay, so please make sure. If you need assistance, we have office, site standards office to help you. Number 9, how do I submit an application? Depends on each of the project, each of the agency. Okay, we will go to the detail. Number 10, is there a particular form that I complete? The answer is no. We will go to the detail later. And number 11, how do I know which agency to submit a proposals to? So that's what I'm going to talk about today. Okay, how do you find those opportunities? How do you submit the proposals? How, even I have information will show you that actually how to write your proposals and those especially your rights. Okay, so I know many of you know that actually a lot of things are changing. SBIR, STTR changes. Actually, we are waiting for the final, maybe the rules changes. But we know that on March 5th, actually, there is a new, we call Innovate Act. Okay, so we are waiting for, because the program actually, this is a old programs actually. You will be surprised, actually more than 100 years. So will be expired on this year, September 30th. And this one will extend the programs for only 3 years until 2028. So we are waiting for the new rules. But I just everybody know that right now you do what's best for you now. Prepare, okay? A lot of to learn, a lot of to prepare. So we have time to just adapt to the new rules. So when you go to the SBIR.gov, that's the website you should go to, okay? You can get all the information there. Actually, I will show you what's available there, and because those information, and then I will summarize that for you. So we call America's Seed Fund. Okay, so actually, when a business, you have an idea, you want to create something, not just products, also services or a program, like a training program. Okay. So can change the world. So this is for you to, I think many of you that you have an idea and then want to learn how to get those funding, right? So when you go to the website, you will see success story, because some small business told me, say, can you just give me an idea what kind of business they got this funding, okay? So you can find those success story. Important things. You learn about the winner, Okay, the awardees, actually, maybe you can contact them. At least you go to their website, try to see what they have done. The best things maybe in the future, you can partner with them to get government contract or get other fundings. So here, this is a story. There are two here. Okay, then you can search more. Depends on you can search. Next slide will show you here. You can search the success story, 451 results, and then see if any agency, okay, they have some similar awardees, they do the similar things or something in the same direction as yours. So go to this website. I think is what can help you. I want to share with you because I know when I talk about this is R&D, so a lot of small business, they think they're not researcher. It's not for them. But I already explained, small business, you apply for the grants, okay? One of my emerging leaders class graduates actually, she's a marketing company. So after she learned about this program, she got $1.7 million from National Science Foundation. So she used the funds to hire a professor at Columbia University. So just before the pandemic, they create the virtual game to educate the children about the ocean. Then during the pandemic, actually, she got several others. So they even create the car games, okay, for children to learn about science. So actually, it's not what you think that actually have to be like Department of Defense, of course, have different things or but actually a lot of projects actually I see that actually small business in different industry can have that, and just so want to provide you the funding to do what you like to do. You want, okay? So this is the program. So now they improve a lot on the website. Okay, so if you go to the SBIR.gov, there are 18 online tutorials. It's all video. So I will introduce that to you. I think if you can finish that 18 courses, actually, you have 95% actually, you have the confidence, okay? So the course one is about the program's basics. Number one is what is the purpose of the SBIR and STTR programs? I will summarize for you later, but this is for you, okay, to read. Or you can keep this PowerPoint with you handy, so you can just refresh your memory today. So the second one is, am I eligible to participate in the SBIR, STTR programs? Okay, so if you have a special, maybe, you are not US citizen, or you have, you have connection, you come from countries, maybe you want to use that kind of advantage or disadvantage. So you can go to the detail here, okay? And but I want to mention, you have to be a small business, must be for profit. Okay, I know a lot of nonprofit organizations, they are interested in this grants, but we have grants actually for nonprofit organization. If their goal is to help a business like you to get SBIR and STTR. So actually we have the grants for nonprofit organization. I will show you later. Must be primarily US owned. Okay, so have 51%. We don't know if this will change. Okay, so this is the detail. So for the principal investigator, okay, researcher, they have a different name. Okay, so this is the detail. We know many scientists or researchers come from other countries. So this is important to really know, and your role in the business. Okay, so this is detail. but I will summarize for you, so do not worry about that. And you can sub out, if you get a grant, okay, you can sub out the percentage, some percentage, you can see here, depends on the phase 1 SBIR or phase 2, so you can see the percentage here. So keep the information here. So those are your subcontractors, actually. You have to meet this requirement here, okay? So can you use the foreign subcontractors? Okay, go to the detail, okay? And then third one is, should I know which one is good for me, is right for me? Is SBIR or STTR, okay? So a lot of information, I think many of you not even know what's SBIR, STTR, what's the difference? So I will go to the details for you, but you can come back here to review. The number 4 is tell me about additional phase 2 opportunities. Okay, so this is something new. So direct to a phase 2 award, actually, they have a sequential phase 2 award or cross agent and cross program awards and open phase 2 competition and award caps. Okay, so this is in phase 2. I will explain the 3 phases later, okay, but just to let you know what's available, what information available here for you. Then the next one is the history of these 2 programs. Okay, I already mentioned this. It's a long time ago, and it's the biggest secrets actually for small business. Contracts or grants. Okay, so I will go to the detail. 11 government agencies participate in these 2 programs. Some of them, they were signed agreement, and so you become like a contract. Okay, you become their contractors. And some, they just give you grants. So we will go to the detail later, okay? So this one is each of the agency, 11 agency, they have introductions to you, okay? This is very important. If you want to work with that agency, you have to know their goal, their mission, their requirement, everything. So here, okay, Department of Defense, okay, they even have services or components, 2 different parts, and then education, energy, health and human services, homeland security, transportation, environmental protection, national, NASA, I think a lot of you are interested in that. And also National Institute of Standards, national, this is NOAA for the oceanic and those atmospheric administration, and National Science Foundation, and U.S. Department of Agriculture. So this is including everything, okay? So people ask me, okay, say if I have different ideas, I don't just, I didn't see any solicitation about that. Can I just talk to some agency? I already mentioned at the beginning, you only can submit your proposal to those specific solicitation. But I know number 12, National Science Foundation, they say they welcome different creation, okay? So if you didn't see the solicitation, every year, maybe you can contact the National Science Foundation. Okay? So the agency solicitation, I already mentioned, okay, this is what you have to pay attention to find out the opportunities, and then send in prepare your proposal, send your proposal, and then you can go negotiate with them, communicate with them to get award, okay? So they divide to different sections. One is solicitation overview, like a general, okay? General for all the solicitation. Then Department of Defense, okay, they have a specific requirement, okay. So each of the agencies solicitation. Okay? So this is a very detailed information for you, okay. Then course 4 is funding topics. Okay, so here you need, you have specific industry, professionals in technologies or skills. How do I find appropriate topic? Okay, so we will go through that. Okay, tell you how to do the research. Also here, there are a variety of research engines to choose from. The first one, you go to grants.gov. Okay, so all the agencies, if they have different types of awards, including, of course, including SBIR and STTR, you can find there. I think we will have a webinars on grants.gov. The second one is SAM.gov. Okay, SAM.gov is for government contract. So so more than 50% awards are as a contract. I already mentioned that. Later I will give you I will let you see the table so you know which agency will sign agreements as a contract. Okay. To search those contract opportunities, you can use SAM.gov and also USA spending. Later I will show you, I have webinars on government contract. You definitely should learn about that. Other than SBIR and STTR, actually you can find a lot of other opportunities that actually you can work with the government or for the government. Okay. So some cross-agency search engine, okay, they just focus on the SBIR, STTR. So you should find out which agency found topics of your interest, okay? And so suggest that you use the keyword, okay, and search awards that have already been made. So you can determine which agencies actually, they historically, they funded topics as yours in the past, okay? Then you will need to determine if those agencies currently have open solicitation. So we will see usually each agency, SBA, we coordinate with them. They have to post, annually. But Department of Defense, usually they post quarterly, okay, throughout the year. And there is no certain days, SBA say, oh, you have to post the solicitation. So each agency is a little bit different. So I suggest you just go to each agency's website to, just try to subscribe. I think that's the easiest way. So I subscribe them. So every day, I can get the update information. Okay. Then when you go to the agency, you can search the open solicitation, use the keyword that most relevant, okay, when searching the past awards. Most relevant for your industry or for your interest, okay? So for us, actually, we recommend that you start your search using broad terms as keyword. Okay, so I know that maybe you just specialize in one field, but make it broader terms, so you can get all the information and you don't miss that specific information. Okay, then experiments with the terms, okay, and the other things. The last one, okay, depends on, results will vary, depends upon the terms you use. Right? You don't want to reach the conclusion that this agency doesn't have anything for you because you use the wrong word in your search strategy. Actually, I tried and I discussed with some business, actually it happened, okay. Actually, there are opportunities for them, but they cannot find that. So because the keywords you enter. Okay, so this is very important, and I hope that you can use different ways. And if you find the solicitation that you're interested, okay, then you can determine is that the programs for you. So the first you have to make a assessment, honest assessment. Okay, so if you really fit with that topic, okay, so that's very important. Or you maybe you need, I think most of the business they have to change, modify it actually a little bit to fit that topics they're looking for. Okay, so there's but that's your decision. Okay, so you can discuss with the topic author, actually find out actually what they really want, and if you be good for that project. Okay. Then the second one, you should review any literature cited or references in the topic description. So that can help you, understand better of the topics and the agency's interest. Okay. So also, can help your proposal that you can, if you reflect in your writing that you have read and understand the importance and relevancies of referred literature. And the number three, the third one, then you should talk to the agent, that agencies. Okay, so to clarification on the topic, because they just give you one topic, right? But you, of course, you need to know all the details. Okay, preferred done by phone, okay, but can be by email. So we have, see the information here, even teach you, okay, tell you. So develop your questions in advance. You don't want to waste your time or their time, okay? So keep the call about 10 minutes. So you really have to, go to the point, ask the right question. If you have more questions, then you can make appointment another time to talk to them. Okay, so the last things, commercialization. So I will talk about these two programs. When you write a proposal, you have to consider the commercialization of your products or actually all your programs. That's very important. Do not just focus on what you can do. You also have to think about, can you get other fundings after you invented that? Okay, so we will go to the detail. So you must be genuinely interested in bringing the technology to the marketplace. Not the reasons actually government want small business to help, because they don't want to just send to some lab, some government supported labs. They want to use that innovation, any innovations actually to the world, to the whole country, to help to solve a problem. Okay, so you have to think about, after you create that, invented something, that actually how will you, will sell or be used to the community that really need that. So that's the purpose of why government want to work with small business, okay? Because small business know how to do business and how to know marketing, and also reach out to the users. So topics, okay, this topic is very important too. Speaking to those topic authors, most of them, I saw most of them are professors, okay, in that field. So you should have talk to them, but before you talk to them, I think because every project, every person is different. You should try to do the research about that person, okay? And then understand his backgrounds, especially most of them have publishers, and they have a lot of information. So so the initial, when you call them, you can introduce yourself and your company, okay? and then describe you and your proposal will not be made during this conversation. Okay, so can help you break the ice. It's not to go to the discuss about the project yet. Okay, but I think actually the person I talked about, I mentioned that she got the words. She said she spent a lot of time just do the communication. Okay, so just let you know that actually you need to prepare to have a lot of time, a lot of communication, build a good relationship. They have different titles or roles actually for each agency for SBIR and STTR. So, topic author, topic manager, or technical point of contact, okay, or OACOR, okay. They have different titles. Then next one work for registration. Okay, these objects help you understand how to register to do business with the government. Okay, and then the importance of maintaining current registry information and the timing of registration requirement. So the next one will be required registration. Okay, what do you need to do? And this is handling registration. This video is very good. They even show you step by step, so you can just go with the video. Okay, on SAM and on DSBS. Actually, we will go to that when I talk about the government contracting. Okay, you definitely should learn about that. So in the past, you need a DUNS number, but now if you just want to go to SAM, you don't need DUNS number anymore. You can just go to sam.gov. I hope today, okay, all of you, if you already have a tax ID for your business, tonight, go to sam.gov and register your business in that sam.gov. Right now, SBA, we combine all the acquisition website together, just on sam.gov. They have everything. So it's a database, it's it's a database. If you want to do any business with the government, you have to be in that database. Okay. And also SBAs, we have another database. I hope that actually that's the easiest things for you. Just upload or fill in the information about your business. Okay, so preparing a responsive proposal. Okay, you see that the proposal is responsive, okay, to that solicitation. So how do you prepare? Okay, so I a lot of I will talk about later, but here just to let you know that you responsive to those criteria they ask. Each of the solicitation, they will tell you all the details, even how many pages, what funds number that actually, and also when you submit that, actually what titles or subject of your email that actually you should put. They usually have a very good detailed instruction. And so you have to really follow the instruction, okay? Because every day I receive a lot of emails. Sometimes I ask a question, I find out different people's actually, some of them, it's very organized. They answer exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, what I asked for. But some people, I feel they didn't even read my description or guidance. Actually, that's not the first good not good impression, okay, you can give to them. So just please just copy and paste of their question, and then you just answer each of them. I feel that's most efficient and clear for the receiver and your audience, okay? So it's your responsibility to show your knowledge of the state of the art and clearly call out what is innovative about your approach. Make it clear I know that actually, many researchers, maybe they have the skill, technology, but they don't know how to write a proposal. So I encourage you that actually learn. There are a lot of information, and right now, you can find any information you want, but do not use AI to write for you. Okay, yeah, of course you can use AI as a reference. Okay, but do not just copy and paste. Right now, I think that they can see which one is come from the AI. Okay, so the other evaluation criteria is your experience, qualification, and facilities. Okay, so they I list here. Okay, there are 5 agencies actually. They evaluate ability to carry out the project in an efficient manner, as evidenced by the qualification of the principal investigator, or we call PI, other key staff and subcontractors and the consultants. And then the next one, the number 2, the National Science Foundation, they look at how well qualified the individual, team, or organization is, and if adequate resources are available to the PI to carry out the proposed activities. And number 3, Department of Defense, they evaluate the qualification of the proposed principal, the key investigator supporting this, and the consultant. Number 4 is Department of Health and Human Services. They evaluate if the program director, also we call PDs, PLs, collaborators, and other researchers are well suited to the project. And number 5 is NASA, evaluate the technology capabilities and experience of the PI, project manager, key personnel, staff consultant, and subcontractors. Okay, so you can see you really have to learn, find which agencies actually in the past, they give awards to those industries similar to yours. Okay, so you must place considerable emphasis on putting your team in place. Okay, you have to show them you have the team, and that's use the government's money. Okay, so you must be able to demonstrate that you can do what, okay, something you can do. So that's clear. So here, commercialization, I emphasize very, very important, because in the phase 3, after the 2 years of innovation R&D stage, then go to the commercialization. So you can see the different agency. I won't read this one, but just let you know what they are looking for, what they expect you to do after you invent something. Okay, this is important. So just subscribe each agencies actually. Okay, so you can see here, generally speaking, reading the evaluation criteria before you begin proposal preparation. Okay, so these were surface gaps. Okay, so you need to help in the limitation of potential topics to which they might respond. And then the second one, you select the process of topics. So I won't go to the detail. You can read until you really see a solicitation. Okay. Then finding partners. Okay, what's that mean? Especially for STTR is technology transfer program. You need to find a nonprofit research institution to work together, or you need to sub out some of the work. So you have a contractor or subcontractor. Okay, so accounting and finance, because you get funding from government. So this is important. Your accounting system have to be good, on time, in time. okay? So depends on the projects, you have to submit the report and your accounting, those numbers, even your staff, their working hours. So SBIR data rights, okay, so the data actually protection is very important, okay, most unique and important protections, okay, accorded Small Business Innovation Research and STTR and SBIR. I think you understand that, especially now, okay, so a lot of information. And then the last one would be cybersecurity for small business. Okay, especially now, go to the acquisition basic. This is a video, and they have more information in detail. 12. This is course 12, international traffic in arms regulations. I think many of you never thought about this. For no, this one, animal and human subject protections. So because you do the research, depends on your your field. Also have the fraud, waste, and abuse. That means you use government money, so you have to pay attention to that. State service provider, we work with state, actually give funding to them so they can help business want to pursue these two grants. Okay, the patents, I think you know how important you have to protect that your your products. So university partners, okay, document storage. This is important for the SBIR and STTR. Okay, so just tell you how to do that. So here I put it here for the cybersecurity requirement. For you, if you get try to get grants from Department of Defense, okay, or contract. Actually, from 2024 December 16, they were they just start the final requirement. So for this one, they need you to have the post CMMC, that's a maturity models certification level requirement. So please read the detailed information. When they send out the solicitation, they will indicate like level 1, level 2, level 3 of those CMMC. Okay, this is for cybersecurity requirement. But good things actually, they provide training so you can get certificate. I think all of you, especially in IT, you should get that. So now I will go to summarize. Okay, I will go to just tell you now you have a clear idea what's SBIR and STTR. So those 11 participating agency every year have certain percentage of their research budget have to go to SBIR and STTR. So every year over 5,000 new awardees. Okay, so I hope you will be the one this year or next year. So there are 3 phases. Okay, the phase 1 is can up to 1 year. You can get up to $275,000. The phase 1, you don't do the R&D yet. You have to later. We will go to the detail. Phase 2 are the 2 years. Actually, you do the R&D. So you can get up to $1.8 million. And then phase 3 will be the commercialization. So during phase 3, there is no grants to you. That's why I say you have to prepare, okay, what you will do. We will go to the detail. So this is the 3 phases for both of the program. So phase 1, okay, the objectives of phase 1 is just establish the technical merit, visibility, and commercial potential. So here, you do a lot of survey research about something you want to create, innovate, okay? Is that where have a market? Is there a need? Really can solve the problem for the agency, okay? You do those things. Like the same as like a business, you do the market research to see if there is a need, okay? Then phase two, of course, is do the R&D. So it's scientific, technical merit, and your commercial potential. So each of the states, they actually, you have to consider the commercial potential, okay? And then third one, actually, for you, okay, for small business to pursue commercialization objectives. So here, you maybe find the investors, or you become, you sell to other government agency as as a contractor, or they will buy from you, or they just treat you like a contractor. So it depends situation, but you have to, so now actually that actually not just for the project itself, you have to contact other agency. Maybe you can work with them after you invent that, okay, the program or the projects. Okay. So SBIR.gov, that's where you should go. So how we have finance. Okay, so first one, you have to identify an agency or more than one agency interested in your topic area. So you can search. I put it here for you. One is current topic. Okay, so you can search those technology topics area that now they are looking for. Okay, and then the second one is a past award. Past award, actually, which agency they need that in the past or maybe in the future. Okay. Then the second one is apply to a specific solicitation. I emphasize again and again, because when I went to a lot of events, people just show me what they invented. They just want to get funding. Okay, that's not SBIR and STTR. Okay, you must respond to a solicitation. Okay, saying so in the solicitation, they include the proposal preparation instruction. So do not worry that you don't know anything about that, because each agency, each project will be different. Okay, application and submission guidance. They tell you the deadline, how you can submit, and evaluation criteria. That's important. Okay. Then the goal of these two programs, of course, stimulate technology, innovation, meet federal research R&D's need, okay, and then encourage participation in innovation, especially for women and social economic disadvantage. But I think now will change. Okay, then increase private sector commercialization. So this is if you can show that how this will be your strength. I think that's a plus. Okay, and also for the STTR is technology transfer. Okay, through the cooperative R&D between the small business and research institution. So what does a SBIR STTR business look like? The first one have to for business, US owned or operated and under 500 employees. Work must be done in the US. Focus on performing R&D, not for business to just purchase equipment for their innovation or commercialize a technology has already been developed. Okay, and then only just need capital. SBA, if you need capital, actually for government contracting and SBIR, we just want to let you know, SBA, we have different financing program, loan program. If you need, to show that financially, strong enough, or you know how to manage the business well, please contact us. We have a Meet the Lenders event. I will connect you to the lenders. So so here, okay, this is a good table for you to understand. So SBIR, permits partners, okay, means you can have partners. And your primary employee, the researcher, must be with your small business, means they have to be your employee, okay? And then you can sub out during phase 1, 33%, up to 33%. Phase 2 is 50%. And then, 3.2%, but now we don't know the number will change, okay? And then majority VC ownership means they allowed by some agency, okay? And then there are 11 agencies participate. On the right side, STTR, you have to find a nonprofit research institution to work with. Okay, and then the primary employees can be employed by you or that nonprofit institution. Then for the work requirement, small business have to do more than 40%, and partners have to work at least 30%. So actually, some parts you can sub out, and then not allowed, okay, STTR not allowed VC, okay, venture capitalist, and 5 agencies participate in this one. So I have 3 webinars on the government contract. So if you want to participate, send me an email so I can put it on my list. So I already talked about, show you the 11 government agency participate in the SBIR, okay, STTR have 5. So this table is important for you. On the left side is actually contracting agency, means they will treat you like a contractor. On the right side, actually they treat you like a grantee. Okay, so some different. So SBS role, actually, we provide oversight and guidance on this to those 11 government agencies. So we have to report the data, and we want to make sure small business actually get awards. Also, more important, actually, we provide funding to each of the states. So there is a FAST, F-A-S-T, we give to all the states actually to help you to help small business. The other funding is we give to the nonprofit organizations we call Growth Accelerator Fund. So those awardees from these programs, actually, you should look for them. Their goal is to help small business to get SBIR and STTR grants. So responsibility of those 11 agencies, they select the topic, they release those solicitations, they will evaluate those proposals, and they will decide and give the awards to those awardees. So, SBIR and STTR, I think both, okay, is a highly competitive 3-phase, you already know the 3 phases, and then protect the small business and can be compete with large business. And number 4, so encourage small business to explore your technology potential, and funds are very important for startups and develop stages. Okay, so a lot of technology company, especially, you need money. So this is for you. And provide incentive to profit from the commercialization. And so the last one, encourage the commercialization of the technology, product, or services, not just stay in the lab. So qualification for business located in the US and also owned more than 51%, less than 500 employees, including affiliates. Okay. So here for may be owned and controlled by more than one VC, okay, hedge fund or private equity firm. So submit a proposal. You have to follow each of the proposal. But generally speaking, you need to prepare your business plan, executive summary, your cost proposal, and your technical proposal. So there are 2 parts proposal. I encourage you to have two teams, okay, because they are totally different. Two teams work together and then combine to one proposal. The phase one is, I want to emphasize, okay, the scientific, what's the criteria, what their consideration, scientific and and technical merit, feasibility, okay, potential for commercialization, and want to balance agencies' requirement. For example, for the government contract, so government agency, they have to have 5% for the disadvantaged business, 5% for service disabled veterans, and 5% for hub zone, and 5% for women on. So if you're not familiar with those terms, please come to my workshops on government contract. So here, only phase one award winners can participate in the phase two, but actually they changed, okay, in 2024. So here, I think right now, maybe you just think about how can you get a commercialization, okay? The first one, you find private sector, invest in you, or you become the government's contractor, or they just give you grants. So phase three, there is no funding from government, but may change because we know right now the new proposal from a senator, actually, they suggest I should have fundings go to phase three too. So we don't know the result yet, okay? So you have to find a private sector or other non-SBIR federal agency funding, okay? But of course, no limit on a lot of requirement during the phase one and phase two. So for the proposal, they have to post at least annually. So each agency, they have the topics, the need of sufficient details. So they cannot tell you the details specification to prescribe solutions. They tell you the problem they hope that you can solve, okay, for them, for the agency. So including the topics, agencies, information, contact point, release date, closing date, and the last one, estimated number and average dollar amount. I think that's a lot of people's question. This is the requirement. Phase one, you have to do minimum 2/3 of the R&D, and then phase two, 1/2. The others you can sub out, and the principal researcher have to be your employee and have to be performed in the U.S. But of course, have some exception. So funding process, okay, they tell you review must be completed and award within 6 months, but can be extended to 12 months. So more than one agency should not fund essentially equipment work under the SBIR or STTR. So this means actually SBA, we are watching, okay, the one essentially equivalent work cannot get two funding from different agency. Okay. So I think you know that. STTR, you have to find a nonprofit organization. For small business, you do at least 40%, and they have to do the 30%. So this is funding situation. Phase one go up to $150,000 up to 1 year. And then the next 2 years go up to $1 million. So the small business, I know some business thinking, I don't know the nonprofit research institution. So actually do not worry. SBIR website, actually they have the list. Okay, so you can contact them and find out. So you have to do at least 40% of the R&D. You can sub out, and you can participate in both SBIR and STTR simultaneously. Okay, you can change research institutions in phase two. If you phase one, you find out it's not a perfect partner. So SBIR and STTR is a good, program. If you know what you want to accomplish, it's not just get the money, okay? So for your business future, and you have to make sure you have the staff and capability to do the work, and you willing to commit the time and funds for R&D and know your market, okay? And also, if your projects will contribute to your business growth. Okay, so even you didn't get a contract or award, nobody can guarantee that you will get award. So can help your business growth. Like when you discuss or do the discuss with the person, the project, the agency actually can help your business growth. Okay, so you go to registration. Before you start writing, actually, I would just leave this for you, okay, just regarding proposal writing. There are a lot of information, even on their website, and also they have the examples for you, okay, from sample proposals for you, okay. So a lot of information, financial management, everything. So those are for the proposals writing. Okay, so this is a company list. Okay, so the last two slides, okay, identify opportunities, apply and develop your ideas. Okay, so you can start from tonight, bridges your business. Okay, and the last one, Elena and I, we are here to help you, and we look forward and you become the success story for SBA. Thank you.
Do you have a couple of minutes? Thank you so much. So much great information. Do you have a couple of minutes for a quick Q&A?
Yes.
Okay. Can existing certifications like WB, MB, DB be leveraged as a competitive edge in the selection process?
We don't know yet. Okay,
Okay.
I know something will change. Yeah.
Would a woman-owned business trying to train people from disadvantaged backgrounds how to install ceramic, they're getting specific, ceramic nanotechnology window films for energy conscious and environment friendly buildings count for this program?
Actually, everything is possible, but you have to do the research. Okay.
Okay. Are there grants specifically for CBG companies?
What's a CBG company?
CBG. If you could put it in the chat, I thought that was. Are
Okay,
there
if
any?
you have a specific question, please send me an email.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is not a website, webinars to tell you, okay, you should get this, you shouldn't get this. This is for you to provide information for you. If you don't even want to go to the website to find the information, this is not for you. Okay.
Are there any grants for Department of Housing and Urban Development? That's you.
That's not SBIR.
Yeah. Just going through. Okay. I think that is, I'm not going to even talk about, we don't know about the cutbacks for the SBA. We're not going to get into that right now. And just go to the website. A lot of people are asking specifics that I know. So go to the website. This is on Chamber TV. You'll get, if you want a copy of this PowerPoint presentation, just email me and I'll send it to you. Manly, thank you so much for your time. I know you have a busy day today. We're so excited for the weekend, everyone. And next Tuesday, online networking. Next Wednesday, you can meet Manly Lynn, ask some questions at the Power Networking Lunch in person here at the Chamber.
To that. Okay, if you want to meet with me to learn about financing, counseling, and government contracting, especially government contracting related to the SBIR and STTR, look forward to see you on Wednesday.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Manly. Everyone have a great weekend. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or email Manly. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you.